Well, hello, world changers. It's me, Miss McCarthy, with your Motivational Monday episode for the week. Do you ever feel overwhelmed with all the things that you need to do? Sometimes it can feel like we have a lot on our plate. And guess what? It's time for us to unlock our productivity potential. But before we dive in, don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe or follow so you are the first to know when I drop a new video. It's Monday, it's a brand new week, and I am so pumped and excited that you are here. A long time ago, I decided that I was going to stop having those Monday blues.
Monday, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go to school.
I was tired of all that, so I changed the message in my head to instead be pumped and excited about Mondays. So I want you all to own this idea from a young age, the idea that Mondays can be awesome and amazing if that's what you choose for them to be. So let's go ahead. We're gonna stand up, put those hands on your hips, get those feet apart, stick out your chest, shoulders back, and repeat after me. This is how I Monday.
This is how I Monday.
Whoa, you sound really powerful. Awesome, I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get to the episode. I'm about to drop a truth bomb on you. Yes, that's right. And that is that everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between who you are now and the person that you want to be is how you choose to use those 24 hours. We're talking about time mastery today, and it's like a special tool that you have to make the most of your day. I remember what it's like to be a student.
It wasn't that long ago.
You have a list of tasks on your plate. I know that. You have assignments for school. You've got tests to study for. You've got chores to do. You've got those after school activities. Plus, you also need time to chill and make memories with your family and friends. And that's why it's super important to master your time. Something that I know to be true is that we're all different, and how we master our time and how we need to focus in order to get our things done. Everybody's a little bit different, so what works for you might not work for somebody else. But what I do want to do is share some tips and strategies that I use personally that might help you too, just to get started. The first strategy that I use that I'd like to share with you is to put first things first. This is a strategy that I've learned from an author. His name is Stephen Covey. This means thinking about the day ahead, the week ahead, and prioritizing what you need to get done. You have to plan your tasks strategically, so that way you have enough time to balance out your responsibilities and your fun things to do. So here's what I do to put first things first. I start my day and really my weeks by brainstorming all of the things that are kind of coming my way that week. I make a list of everything like reading and journaling and working out, checking my emails, scheduling time to record my videos, making a schedule of what I'm going to record. Sometimes I even have to write down that I gotta check in on my friends and my family. Then what I do is I take each of those items and I put them into categories. And my categories are the things I must do, the things I should do, and the things that would be cool if I could get to them. After I have everything in categories, it's time to put my first things first. All the things that must get done, I make sure that those come first in my day. And then I can focus on my shoulds and my cool if I can. So now that you've heard this strategy, how can you implement something similar into your day? You've got a block of time before you go to school in the morning. You have your school day, and then you've got your after school day. So kind of chunk things around, figure out where things need to go in your day, and put first things first. My second tip is to embrace your power of focus. It's really important to figure out how you focus first. Kind of make it an experiment for yourself. How do you focus the best? Do you like having busy, loud environments? Or do you like having calm environments with nobody there? For me, when I'm working on something that requires my full focus and my full attention, I pop on headphones and I listen to music. that helps me to block everything out and really stay focused on what I have to do. Now that works for me. It might not work for you, but treat it like an experiment to see what does work for you. Another thing I do to help me focus is I use a timer.
For real?
Yes, for real. I absolutely use a timer every single day. For instance, when I'm trying to focus on something, I might spend 30 minutes of my full attention on that thing without any distractions. I'm not checking on anything. I'm not texting on my phone. I'm not checking emails. I'm purely focusing on that task for 30 minutes. And then when the time goes off, I might stand up and give myself a 5-minute brain break and then get back to it again. Now, sometimes when I'm doing things that I really don't want to do, I might set a timer for 10 minutes because I'm like, okay, I can at least dedicate my time and attention for 10 minutes and give myself a 2-minute break and then start again for another 10 minutes. Or maybe you can commit to a 5-minute focus with a 1-minute break. Like I've said before, the best thing that you can do is to figure yourself out, what works for you. That's your mission this week. And honestly, for your whole life. And the third tip that I want to give you today to help you manage your time is to break down your activities into smaller steps. As I'm talking about breaking down big things into smaller chunks, I immediately go back to like the 9-year-old version of myself, and I had to clean my room. For the most part, my room was pretty tidy, right? But sometimes it would get messy. And when it was messy, it seemed like a big, huge, overwhelming project. So what I would do was I would pick a corner to start in. I would say, okay, I'm going to start in this corner and just focus on this corner. I might even set a timer. Focus, clean this corner. Start with this one area and then work your way around the room. Not going like from here to over here to over here, over here, just focusing on one thing at a time, going all the way over, making each little part as best that you can into small steps. This section, and then this section, and then this section, until the entire room was clean. And I would do the same thing with some of my assignments. Okay, I'm gonna get this intro finished, and then I'm gonna work on these next steps. Or for a math problem, first I'm gonna get this section finished, then take a break. Then this section finished, then take a break. Focusing on things and breaking it into smaller tasks. So what are some ways that you can break down your tasks into smaller steps to make them easier to accomplish? All right, y'all, it's time for our takeaway of the day. You have the power to manage your time by prioritizing your tasks.
That means putting first things first.
By focusing on each task, using a timer, or putting yourself in the right environment and breaking down those large tasks into smaller chunks. Again, I hope that I'm making this clear, is that you have to figure out what works for you. Do not give up. You can figure out how to manage your time better. Woo! All right. You may or may not know this, but I am a math teacher for grades 3, 4, and 5, and I am on a mission to make math fun, make it click, and make it stick for as many students as I can. So if you know that you need some help with math, I would love to be a part of your time management. I would love to be plugged into your day to help you make math make sense. So if you know that you need some help, please join me at mccarthymathacademy.com. Before we go, let me remind you that you were born with something special. You have gifts, talents, skills, abilities that you were given that just come naturally to you and just seem to flow naturally out of you. And it's really important to harness that, to figure out what that is, and then use it to make this world a better place. And yes, I'm talking to you. All right, I'll see you next time, world changers. Bye.